that set up now. So with your permission, Chair, I'll start to take this adherent.
Yes, thanks, Pauline.
Councillor Allison, I see that you're here. Also Councillor Anderson. Councillor Bradley is here. Councillor Brown is here. Councillor Callaghan. Councillor Callaghan, yes, are you here? Okay. Come back to Councillor Callaghan. Councillor Chalmers is here. Councillor Convery is here. Also Councillor Cooper. Councillor Corbett is here, as is Councillor Craig. Yes, Councillor Craig is here. Councillor Devlin is here. Councillor Dorman also. Councillor Fagan is here. Councillor Faulkner. Nothing from Councillor. Oh, thank you. Councillor Hamilton has now been sent the link. Councillor Hamilton, are you in the meeting?
I'm here.
Thank you. Councillor Logan?
Yes.
Thank you. Councillor Loudon is here. Councillor Lowe is here, as is Councillor McAdams and Councillor McCreary. Councillor McGuigan is here. Councillor Miller is here, as is Councillor Nealon. Councillor Nelson. Councillor Ross is here. Councillor Shearer is also here. Councillor Wardhaw. Yes, you.
Here.
And Councillor Wilson is here. So just going back to Councillor Callaghan.
Pauline, sorry, Councillor Callaghan is showing up in the meeting link, but I think she's having problems unmuting her mic.
Okay, thank you. We'll have.
Yes, I'm here, Pauline. Sorry, I dropped out just as you called my name as well. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for that. We also have a number of officers present at the meeting, so I'll hand back to you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Pauline. First item is declarations of interest. Do we have any declarations of interest? No. Move on to item 2.
Chair, can I ask on a point of order? It's not really on declaration of interest, but as you know, we've been having a bit of an argument about the question of recording of meetings and things. A fundamental principle of democracy, in my view, that the affairs of our council are conducted in public. This one is being recorded, so will the one of the council to follow, and they're both of more interest to the public than most of our meetings. Can you advise when the recording of the meeting will be available to the public, and how indeed the public will be aware of it, given that there's no obvious link on the council's website? Indeed, all there is a forbidding notice in red indicating the public are currently barred from meetings.
Fine. Okay, Robert, I'll ask Cleland, would you like to come in on that one, please?
Chair, if I can ask maybe Geraldine regarding the timeline, but I would assume that it's to do with the turnaround, that will be the length of the meeting and the turnaround from the company that's been contracted to undertake the subtitling to ensure that the meeting is accessible. Geraldine, can you give a more detailed answer?
Thank you, Chair. Yes, the contract that I had referred to at our last meeting has now been signed with the company, and the backlog of meetings have been sent to them. These ones will be sent to them as soon as the MP4 is available, which should be either today or tomorrow. And we have asked for a strict turnaround time for the final version, subtitled version, of 10 days to allow it to be uploaded. As I explained to you before, we have to receive a proof that has to be checked, it has to be sent back, and then they create the finalised version. So we've asked for a maximum of a 10-day turnaround from the first recording being sent by us to the final version being received. Thank you, Chair.
Thank
Chair,
you,
if I may ask, how will the public know of the availability of the recording, given that there's nothing on the website?
Can we have that looked at, Geraldine, with Tom, get that changed so that we do know when these are going to be available for public viewing?
Chair, I'm not sure.
Sorry, I had dropped out of the meeting. I've just rejoined, so I missed the question.
Sorry, the question that Robert was asking was, because there's no indication at present on our website when these can be viewed, are we going to change that so that people will get an idea of when these meetings will be available for viewing?
Yes, Chair, we are going to do that. Once all of the recordings are back, the backlog ones, we are actually going to announce it on our social media pages and on our website and direct people to the Council's YouTube page. They will also feature we'll have our priority list. So as each new recording goes up, that will be tweeted as so the public are aware of it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Robert.
Thank you, Chair.
Right, okay. Can I carry on then with item 2, which is recommendations referred from the Housing and Technical Resources? And can I ask Geraldine to speak to this item, please?
Thank you, Chair. The recommendations are referred from the Housing and Technical Resources Committee of 17th February. The background to this is set out in section 3 of the report, and there is also a note from the minute of the meeting included on page 2 of your report. The Housing and Technical Resources Committee endorsed and referred to yourself for consideration that the rent be increased for 2.2% for council houses, travelling persons sites, lockups, garage sites, and that the revenue estimate proposals for the housing revenue budget of 2021 to 22 be endorsed. That the proposal to progress to the final stage of the rent harmonisation process be endorsed, and that based upon the rent increase of 2.2%, the 21-22 Housing Capital Programme totalling 100.801 million be endorsed and referred to the Council for approval. So committee is asked today to endorse these recommendations for referral to the Council today for discussion and consideration. Thank you, Chair.
Thanks very much, Geraldine. Does any colleague have any questions? No, well, I would move the recommendations.
I'll second, Chair.
Are we agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed. Thank you very much. There have been no urgent business. I would thank everybody for attending the meeting this morning and looking forward to seeing everyone at the full council meeting at 11 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chair.
Thanks, Chair.
Thanks, John.